Today I want to talk about resilience, and I feel like when people talk about how to become successful in this creative business or in the art world, you have to be consistent. But a very important part of that consistency is building up your resilience or your grit. And I personally am someone who struggles a lot with it, to be honest. I tend to feel defeated really easily. Just recently, when I sprained my ankle, which I talk about more in detail in the other video. It's been 2 weeks since I sprained my ankle, and the last 2 weeks I've just been like really sad and depressed. I didn't feel motivated to do anything, even though I had all the time in the world because I took like an entire week off of work. I had 9 free days to do whatever I wanted with it. And instead, I was just playing video games. I mean, part of it was because it was like a pretty intense recovery period. The first two weeks, I sprained it pretty badly, and it's after 2 weeks, my foot is still very much swollen and it hurts to walk. But at the end of the day, like I could also find ways to still paint, just that grit. When you don't have that resilience, the grit to just power through life, no matter what life throws at you, it becomes really hard to stay consistent. Resilience, I think, also has a lot to do with how fast you bounce back to your routine. And for me, it took me basically 2 full weeks to basically just tell myself, like, okay, snap out of it. Just do it. It's not the end of the world. You can still walk. You can still do things. Be it that you might have to adjust the way you do things a little bit, but you can still do them. I had a lot of help from my partner. He was the one who kind of pointed it out. Like, you can't really be defeated by every little thing that happens in your life. You just have to find ways to keep going, to continue. And I know there's a lot of like anti-hustle culture that's trending right now, and I'm very much a big proponent of that. Like, I'm so done with everybody just hustling all the time. The whole like 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5, like that just feels a little overwhelming, even though I love the idea of it. And I know like if you can actually manage, it probably feels really good. It's just that, the whole culture is kind of like pushing in that direction and making people feel guilty if they're not doing the 5 to 9 life after 9 to 5. Anyways, I'm just more like, hey, if you come home after work, after your 9 to 5 and you're tired, you don't want to do anything, just take it easy. But at the same time, maybe it doesn't have to be your 5 to 9, right? Maybe it could be just an hour. Maybe it could be just 30 minutes a day. I have a lot of grit problem. When I first got my foot in the door in the art world and started working with galleries, it was really my resilience that was tested, not my consistency. During that short amount of time, which was about a year where I was really, really active with the galleries, I was consistent with giving them art and paintings. Hey, June, we're going to need like 2 pieces for this show here. We're going to need 3 pieces so we can send it out to this show here. We're going to need an artist statement for you for this magazine or this interview. We need this and that. And I did all of that. But because I didn't have grit, I got burnt out really quickly. And because I didn't have grit, as soon as I started to realize, oh, this is hard work, even though this is something that I thought I wanted my whole life, it's really hard work. And it's really like a lot of time in the studio. You have to make a lot of sacrifices. And that also means sometimes, well, a lot of the times you have to make art that you may not be the most excited about because inspiration doesn't always hit you, right? It's just maybe 1 or 2 paintings that you do out of like 50. That you're like, okay, I can get behind this. I really like this piece. That's not going to happen with every piece. And I had to kind of deal with that imposter syndrome while all of my work was being publicly seen. So I had so many works that I created for the galleries that I was just like, oh my God, this is terrible. I don't want anybody to see this. I don't want to be associated with this art, even though I made it. And I feel like if I had resilience, if I had the grit, I probably could push through that a little bit more, manage that relationship a little better, and continue to work on my craft until I found the groove. I mean, everybody knew that I was a very young artist at the time. I was 21, showing art. And, I'm sure, like, looking back at it now, the gallery people, I'm sure they fully expected my art to evolve over time, but I kind of responded with fear. And I feel like a lot of that fear also came from my lack of resilience, because, like, I knew that I couldn't keep up with this, because knowing myself, I would just burn myself out. I will want to give up. I mean, I already wanted to give up like 4 months into it. It's kind of crazy. That happens a lot with like my other aspect of my life as well. I'll start working out and then I get like one small injury, right? Like, oh, I hurt my lower back. Oh, like my hip doesn't feel right. And then I'll just give up. And then I'll go a whole year without working out. And then again, I'll be like, okay, I need to really like build my strength. I need to work on my health, prioritize it, go back to the gym. 3 months later, one small thing happens and I give up because it's too painful. It hurts too much. And I'm scared if I go back, I'll hurt something else, And I feel like this last year in 2024 was the first time that I actually had been consistent with my workout for a whole year. I work with a coach, so that definitely helped, having that accountability partner. And I stuck with it. I started with twice a week, and then eventually I got strong enough and I bumped it up to 3 days a week. And I feel like just working out alone really helped me work through my resilience. Working out itself is just kind of like fighting against your will every time you're there. Like the fact that you're able to get out of your bed at 5:30 in the morning and get to the gym at 6 a.m. consistently for a whole year, that really trains your brain to be more resilient, because it was every single one of those mornings where my alarm went off and I was just like, I don't want to do it. Why did I ever commit? But then I went every single time. And this sprained ankle thing that I'm dealing with right now, I feel like it would have taken a lot longer for me to get over it. Like it would have taken a lot more than just a little pep talk from my partner for me to be like, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm being a little baby right now. I need to get up, get back to my life and, make art, stop looking for excuses for everything, and start taking charge. And I think part of that strength, that resilience came from like working out for a whole year. And I feel like, especially for artists, people who want to keep making things, whether it's art, music, illustrations, design, poetry, whatever it is, you need that resilience. I think for the rest of the week, it is Thursday now. I have until this coming Monday of not doing anything before I start my new job. So I'm going to start doing things again, getting my life back in order. I have to complete some onboarding stuff for my new job. They gave me some homework to do. So I'm going to get that done. And I'm going to paint today. I'm going to paint, and then I'm also going to film myself throughout the day and edit it and post something. It's Friday again tomorrow. I don't have anything filmed or edited for tomorrow yet. Maybe this could be like another daily vlogging situation. And I'm going to take you guys along for the journey. The journey is basically me doing stuff. Let's take the ornaments down. Help, please.
It's part of the tree.
Yeah. Just
all the ornaments that I made. I'm just kidding. I made some.
Stop. You didn't even touch any of these.
I did. I made a few of them.
You made like 5.
Hey, 5 is greater than 0.
Oh, this is too short. You got it. Dobby Jr. died. Oh, this is stressing me out. Dobby! Dobby Jr. Wake up! I literally just replaced all of the pots. It's got brand new brushes, brand new multi-dual cleaner, whatever that thing's called, the dustbin.
Right.
I gave him a whole surgery.
On today's session, we want to design part of the landing page.
Years of him like telling me like you should start a YouTube channel, and then I like bought a camera and all that stuff and never actually did it. Yeah, it's looking real good. Working so well. That's okay. Sorry, it's a video.
She's a YouTuber.
Happy birthday, dear Dennis. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish. There are 5 kwangs in total.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's one specific kwang that doesn't give a point. It's like the shitty kwang. So there's these 4, and then there's this. So if you make a kwang, including this, yes, then it's only 2 points.
Okay.
Okay, so it's better to get this one up, right?
No, yeah, okay. That's
Finally, I actually got to painting. The funny thing about resilience is that it's a muscle you can train. The more you practice, the more resilient you become. One way to build that resilience is this consistency I talked about earlier. It's okay to flop, it's okay to lose your streak, as long as you brave through that and get back on track. The more you experience getting yourself out of the rut and bringing you back on track, the easier it becomes to show up